All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Let's see if we can get this fixed. I almost feel like the chat's not showing up. Give me a second. Let's click on this again. Ha! There we are. Rio Rockstar, Ivan, Marco, Cloudy, Dare Bear, Squid, Pokemon. What's up, guys? How's it going? All right. Jump over here. We'll grab our tags. Yo, says Andy Dirksen. Andy. Oh, my, Andy. We have Andy here. So, new box break, Chilling Rain. Bing Chilling. Prismatic, Restock. That's nice. Hot Espeon break. Live card shop. All right, there's our typical introduction title. Early Economist. Yeah, we're here at 4. It's not that early. Honestly, this is the perfect start time if you ask me. You know, it'd be cool if we did a 2-hour stream in the daytime and a 3-hour stream at night, kind of shifting the hours around. I feel like that would be neat. We get the sales in the daytime to justify it, to be honest. Going live for the daytime stream. So let's see, this is daytime stream Monday. Good. Ping everyone. Today's been a fun day. I got to meet a new guy, Mr. Cameron. He's over here right now. He's doing some shipping. I just got him, immediately jumped into it. He's just going. So he is trying shipping cards. He's shipped cards before because he sells cards online himself, so he kind of knows how it goes. He has sold his collection online before. All right, looks like Monster Hunter got a new title update. I didn't get a chance to work on that, unfortunately. Your membership auto-renews in 30 days. Man. Freaking. Alright, so anyways. Last seen in Monster Hunter Rise. Bubble Fox, Wyvern, Mitsuzune. Alright, so we're getting Mitsuzune, huh? That's cool. I'll have to go review that later. Alright, so Monster Hunter. Let's see. Alright, looks like they're just adding one new monster, to be honest. Alright, that's cool. Jumping over here to the payment screens. Let's see if any payments have come in for anything. Any pre-orders? I don't think we have any pre-orders. I think I saw that earlier today. Yeah, no pre-orders. Now, Prismatic. Prismatic is back. Prismatic is here. Our Prismatic, I felt the last round of Prismatic we had was so expensive. Like, I wasn't making a lot of money on it at all when I sold it. I make very little money on Prismatic. And yet, we just sold through it. We sold through all of it. It's pretty incredible, actually. So Prismatic is some kind of special thing. I don't know what makes it so special. But let's go see what it would cost to restock it now. Get that turned back on. Alright, so we have a price here. Divided by 150 packs. Is that right? There's 150 packs in a booster box bundle. 150 packs? Alright, cool. So divide by 150. We end up with a really high number. Okay, so I would like to sell it at 21, but I don't think that's going to be possible. I think that is just such a high valuation, you're just not going to get that. So, let's see, 19 times 150. It looks like I'm going to do $19 a pack, and I got to be honest, I really don't make much money at 19. All right. So Prismatic Evolutions is back. It's 19. Yep, that's the price I had to pay. So that is what that's based off of. Very nice. And Chilling Rain is here. Chilling Rain's really nice, guys. Chilling Rain, we're doing a significantly lower price, $12 per pack on Chilling Rain. That's like as cheap as the Paldean sets these days. Scarlet Violet sets, I mean. So it's $12 for Chilling Rain. Maybe Prismatic should be the specialty break, but Chilling Rain's the specialty break. That is from Sword and Shield. Man, at that price, it's pretty good. Let's see. Chilling Rain. Booster box. How about $15? I just sword and shield at that point. Yeah, I agree. All right, but that's the price I have to ask, I'm afraid. And if I can't sell it at that price, that's all right. It just doesn't sell. And then what it does is it just sits there and eventually goes up in price. So that's kind of how it has to be, okay? Now, Chilling Rain. Chilling Rain. I do love Chilling Rain. Yeah, it's one Chilling Rain box break. We did a box break yesterday for the XY Euro. And after this box break ends, we'll do another box break. I think the next one will be a pricey XY Euro box break. Problem was, I was gonna cut open a case of Fates Collide, but I'm not sure if that's such a smart move to cut open like a fresh case. Maybe I leave the cases sealed. Because I have a feeling the sealed cases cost more than the booster box. Let me see, Fates Collide case. Let's take a quick look into that real fast. That requires a little research, right? If I buy some cards today or tonight, can they make it with the shipping? Nope, the shipping just went out for you, so your stuff is all packed up. Oh, I don't even see a case of this for sale at all. What's this? Factory sealed with case? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. How much is a box of Fates Collide? A box of Fates Collide is not 2,500, is it? That's not right. No, let me look at booster box. Hold on. No, it's not that much. How much is it, though? Oh, my dear Lord. That's from Brazil. That's the Brazil one. Oh, my God. 1,300? Nah, dude, that's not right. That's eBay Live. The cheapest Fates Collide box is $2,000? Holy smokes, dude. What happened? Let's see, ended recently. Oh my God, the most recent box of Fates Collide is selling for $1,375. Oh my God, dude. I'm rich. I can't believe the price has moved up that much. That's unbelievable. Wow, I can't believe that. That's crazy. A case of booster bundles is 192 packs. Oh, thank you, Squid Pokemon. Maybe I was wrong about that. That changes the math. Hold on, let me look into that. Booster bundle case. Hold on, if that's the fact, I got to look into this. That's very important. I don't normally sell booster bundles, so I am still learning booster bundles. Hold on. Let me take another look into that. You said it's 192 packs. It's 6x 8x4. I don't know. This listing on eBay says 150 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually 5x5. So it's 25 bundles, and 25 by 6 is what? No, it's 150, man. I'm sorry. So it is actually 150 packs, and that ridiculous price, it's got to stay. Yeah, I don't really understand. Yeah, I need to get, I need to get allocation. I need to get actual, like, direct from, that would change everything on this channel if we could get direct allocation, because we don't get that. We get secondhand market, okay? That's how it works. We have secondhand market. No, mister, no Team Rocket set for you. What? Oh, I didn't realize it was a case. Yes, sir, no problem. Chilling Rain at $40 a pack. Chilling Rain at just $12 a pack. Not a fan of Chilling Rain. Not a fan of Chilling Rain. Oh, I don't know about that. This set has the Galarian Altart Moltres in it. All right, let's get started. Got a price on that Chilling Rain. Let's move this. I am a fan. I got a decent chunk of Chilling Rain because it's a great set. Chilling Rain's got some very expensive PSA 10s in it. So even if you just look at it as like the ability for it to strike gold for you, that's good enough. But let's take a quick look. Give me a moment. I just bought a little bit of the SpongeBob Magic. I don't know how popular that'll be. So let's see. Alt Art. PSA 10 Chilling Rain Alt Art. And it's got the birds. All the birds. It's got a Celebi in it. It's got Snorlax in it. Let's go by the highest priced one. So check that out. So this bad boy, the Blaziken, selling around $700. Pretty good. We back? Sorry about that. I actually touched the wire like full on, full stop. So check this out. He goes for 700. Whole bunch of those sold. What's the next most expensive? It's got to be the Galarian Moltres. Oh my God. Here it is. Galarian Moltres going for around 500-ish. 450. So the Galarian Moltres is super cool too. So you got a $700 pull and a $500 pull. Or 450 if you want to call it that. And then the third one is... Let's see what the third one is. So it looks like the third one is Galarian Slowking going for around 300. That's not bad. Galarian Slowking. Here's a Calyrex. Shadow Rider Calyrex, 200. It looks like there's more than one Calyrex in this set. Here's the Altart Galarian Zapdos going for 200. The Altart, remember the Altart Articuno? That's pretty cool. So it's got a lot of Altarts in it. And Altarts do very well. It doesn't matter which one you get, they all do pretty well. So, you pick up a $12 pack, maybe you pull one of those Altarts. That's not a bad deal. $12 for a chance at a $700 Altart. That's not bad. All things considered. All right, let's get it. What do we got next? A lot of things have to be considered when you open up Chilling Reign, because there's a lot of common and uncommon reverse holos, and those all have a lot of value too. They're not like the Scarlet Violet era where you get like 3 holos per pack and it's absolutely ridiculous how much you're getting. Back in Chilling Reign era, it was still 1 holo per pack, 1 reverse holo. So the reverse holos probably have some actually decent flips this time, or currently, and they're getting older, and the set's out of print. So you got to look at just your ability to pull a decent reverse holo out of the set. But a decent EX could matter as well. And yeah, I like the set a lot. Altart Blissey, yeah, a lot of cool stuff. All right, let's see what we got going on today. Beatrice Mona, not sure if you priced them up on the nighttime stream, but is it possible to slab away the Poochyena Myena slabs now? If not, put this amount towards store credit. So you badly want these, and you want both of them. That's really interesting. I was going to price them individually. Let's get a price on them. Beatrice Moniz. Send those orders in, guys. It's the Tuesday daytime stream. We might go live for 2 hours today. It might be an extra long stream. Oh, wow, that Vulpix is nice. Not Articuno, Arcanine. Where is he? There's the Myena. Where's the Poochyena? Where's the pooch? I gotta have the pooch. This is very upsetting. Where's my pooch? Could this be the pooch? All right. Nope, that's Torchic. Oh, here's Cameron. So Cameron's the new guy. Okay, so Mr. Cameron's clocking out at 4:14. Cameron is a new guy doing some shipping for us. Today's like his test day. He's experimenting with it. I hope he likes it. We'll see how it goes, because we do need somebody to do our shipping. Because I got so little time left. Look at this. I didn't know I had another Dark Slowking. I don't see the Poochyena. I don't know where the Poochyena went. Okay, here we are. It passed customs today. Might come in next week. Oh, thank God, dude. Customs are scary, man. I might have to try and move this whole box out. Give me a second. You would think that the Poochyena and Myena would have gone in the box together at the same time. And why wouldn't it just be here with everything else? Unless I had 2 of the Myenas. Hey, it's Harles 420. Welcome, man. Ah, here it is. Found it. Buried a little bit. Crazy. Oh, I found another Rayquaza. How nice is that? Well, I don't think the cards in this box are expensive enough. I think we're going to have to get really expensive cards that are worth like $10,000 and just dump them in this box like a common. Look at this stuff. Wow, dude. So much Pokewealth. I love the feeling of jingly slabs in the morning. New guy can do encapsulation. He might be interested in it. I don't know. It's totally up to him. I wouldn't want anyone to do it if they weren't interested. It's a passion kind of work. Encapsulation requires some passion. passion for money. Yeah, you get paid, man. Ooh. So there it is, Poochyena Myena. Let's get a look at these cards. The thing is, the Poochyena might be pretty expensive as a pristine. That's my only thoughts here, Beatrice. The Poochyena might be expensive as a pristine. All right. Pooch. So these were purchased together. And now let's do a search for Poochyena. Poochyena 64. There's a non-hollow Poochyena for $100. Let me check sold. What is this, Ruby Sapphire? There's no data on it. I was thinking maybe like $300 on it. That's what I was thinking. Poochyena might, be much cheaper. Pooch. Is it Poochyena actually? $300 might be a little bit steep, actually. Let me just check sold on general Poochyenas, okay? Poochyenas in general, across multiple, because that's Ruby Sapphire Poochyena, and he's gonna be pretty low pop. I know that for sure. So we want vintage Poochyena prices. Let's type in reverse, maybe. All right, so here we go. No, I'm still leaning into maybe 300. It's the fact that it's probably such a rare card. It would help to know how rare this is as a PSA 10. Sorry guys, we're gonna get the stream fully started. This is the first order of the stream. So PSA pop lookup. We got to find out how many of these Poochyenas exist in the PSA population. The CGC population is pretty obscure, but this is going to be Ruby Poochyena 64. Let's go looking for that. Pokemon Ruby Sapphire. Okay, good. It all comes down to how rare it is. If it's not that rare, price will probably be on the lighter side. If it's really rare, might be a little expensive, okay? I see some Poochyenas, but what about Poochyena reverse? This is Ruby Sapphire. If I turn my cell phone sideways, does that work? Put this keyboard away. So we have Poochyena number 64. It doesn't show the reverse. Let me try removing this actually, and then just look it up. Number 64. So we'll just scroll through real fast. Here it is, Poochyena reverse foil number 64. There it is, population 3. Yeah, so that's real rare. I don't know how big of a Poochyena fan is, but that's what I'm trying to sell to, is to a Poochyena fan. So that's real rare. So for the Poochyena, probably the full price, because it's got a nice pristine grade. I think 300 is probably going to be the selling point. Now the Myena is going to be a little cheaper. Might spend like 2K on stream. Whoa, really? Be still, my peepee. You can't come in here and say that. You're just teasing. This guy's a tease. Here's Myena. Well, if there's anything you're looking for, let me know. Okay, so we got the 10 Myena reverse. Let's see. Ooh, wow, the Deoxys Myena reverse is like 320. That's so expensive. But I think we're going to look for a more reasonable price on this. Hold on. I'm probably going to ask, let me do a calculation. $115 on the Myena. I think that's super reasonable on the Myena. Puccina is going to be more like a premium because I think he's quite rare. There it is. Beatrice is here. Beatrice must be here, right? No, this was a pre-order maybe? No, it was 10 minutes ago. The price is fine with me. I'd still like to slab them away. All right, sounds good. That's 115 plus 300. Yep. I think that sounds about right. That looks about right to me. So there we have it. Myena and Puccina to one slab. Ooh. There's a couple of things I'm interested in for sure, but I won't ask until I have the funds. Definitely, man. Well, you know, $1,000 buys you a very good slab. Or you could get a whole case of something, and if you buy something by the case, we do a lower price by the case. So if you ever want to open a whole case of something, ask me about it to see if I have it in stock, or if I can get it in stock for you. So you get a special price by the case. We do like opening cases of things. You guys all know that, right? So if you ever open something by the case, it's cheaper for you. Because what I do is I go out and I immediately replenish it. And it's a very stable way to sell cards. Okay, Beatrice Monas, 415. Beatrice. But yeah, you can get some really nice slabs that way. This is going to say April 25. Beatrice Monas. Billy Beatrice has something that he has not made a payment on in 1 full year, so we might as well go collect that. The dogs, 415. Now, you have sent a Slabaway on that. You actually snatched it super duper duper before anyone else. Let's say 415 minus 30. 385 remains. All right, well, I hope you enjoy that. Oh no, the Slabaway box is all the way full. Oh no. So here's this Billy Beatrice with a year-long Slabaway. What was that, I suppose? 1 whole year. Billy Beatrice. Really expensive, whatever it was. I don't even see it. He probably canceled it already. He probably already canceled it. But just to be safe, let's check in here. We'll check in our Slabaway box. James, Steven, just move those out of the way. Jacob, Jose, Kara, Nichols, Andrew, Marco, Darwin, Ediberto, Travis. Just about everyone has a Slabaway slab. Jose, Mark, Yugi, Teresa, Emmanuel, Brandon Boutillier, Ivan Rodriguez, NHCC, Raul, Sean, the Playboy card, Israel Rodriguez, Roel Campos, Jonathan Cardenas, Zen Collectibles, Arturo, Matthew Bain, Robert, Blake, Xadrian, Zach, Ryan, Andrew, Chris, Eric, Edwin, Rage Quit Bit, where did he go? And Gargo. Okay, so I'm pretty sure whoever Billy Beatrice was, he canceled whatever was in that Slabaway. Just one more thing I'd like to do to try and test that. Let's try and find Billy. Maybe he was paying over here. Billy Beatrice. No data. Weird. Who knows? Alright, I guess I'll remove it. Alright. Weird. Okay. I don't like that. That feels weird. Nice. I don't have a Slabaway currently. I like paying them off fast. Nice. Dylan Cranfield, 2-star Birth Korean, 2 Black Flame, 2 Fusion Art, and 1 Chilling Rain. 1 Bing Chilling. Alright. Here it is. Dylan Cranfield. Welcome, Mr. Dylan. I mean, these are $12 per pack. They're basically as cheap or cheaper than some of the, you know, modern cards that are out right now. Prismatic, we have that on the list for 19. So, 2 Starbirth Korean. Starbirth. Here we are. 2 Black Flame. Flame on. Okay, 2 Black Flame. 2 Fusion Art. 2 Fusion Art. Let's see. 2 Fusion Art. Dudes, to PSA give more 9s isn't going to make them more expensive. Okay, Fusion Art Korean, and 1 Chilling Rain. 1 Chilling Rain. We already did that. All right, cool. Dylan Cranfield, I got like 2 things on my mind at once. Ready? Step in this. What the hell do I have at Slabaway again? Another Ghastly. I don't know. Charizard. Should say in the list. That's a nice Charizard. Here's Deoxys. Oh. Ooh. Hey, Mr. I have a bag from a couple months ago. Sounds good, Mr. Dylan. Okay. And absolutely. After looking at the PSA return I just got, I really don't understand how I got a 9 on this card. Do you think it's worth to send it for review, or should I send it to a different company? Ah, man, I have no way to say that without looking at the card directly. But yeah, I'm cracking a couple of my cards because I don't like PSA. I think PSA's new grading system can be described as like pristine 10. That's what's going on. They went from gem mint to pristine. They're like, we need to have pristine 10. And so that's fine. They can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is, I always graded with PSA because my borderline cards had a shot at a 10. And if that's not true anymore, I'd rather send those cards to maybe CGC at this point. All right, cool, man. Thank you, Mr. Dylan. Welcome back, Mr. Dylan. All right. All right, we got an order from Dylan Chan. 1 Japanese Sneaker Bunker box. Plus, I want to confirm if Delta Species Rayquaza slab is still available. I believe it is, but it needs a repricing. All right, let's grab this. So the price is based off of the month, and it's time for that one to get repriced, I think. Once a card comes off the table, it can be repriced. The Delta Species Rayquaza, I think, sold recently, didn't it? This? PS lenient A, not anymore. All their 10s are so strict, it makes you not want to grade. What's your opinion on the theory that PSA is trying to make PSA 9s more valuable by being harder on their grading process? No, I don't think there's a theory to it. We are. All right. Ooh. I don't value the 9s more. I just think they're wrongly graded. Well, here we are. Dylan back to back. Yeah, that's true. Back-to-back Dylans. So, guys, what are you interested in? What product it's on your mind when it comes to card shopping? What's got you excited? What's got you tickled pink? What is your most anticipated thing? Is it just this new Rocket card set? What are you guys looking forward to? I think Asa Karuta list just says Ghastly. You probably have a Karuta Ghastly. That sounds about right. We had some Karuta cards come back the other day, and they looked really special. So you probably nabbed one of those. Okay, here's a girl in a hat. With their hat blown away. I got PCETB of Rivals. There you go. Nice. What's the promo card when you get those? Me Vintage makes sense? Yes. Vintage is my favorite thing still. We have a nice first edition Rocket break going on. We also have Jungle Japanese break. And then more importantly, we have these awesome breaks like this beautiful Espeon going on. Actually, somebody bought 2 spots in the Rockets Mewtwo break yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that one, the Rockets Mewtwo break. Let me show that off real fast. So here is a popular little break as well. This is 5 out of 14 deep now. Oh, these are hollows. Okay, they go back here. Is Pristine 10 CGC worth more than PSA 10, or does it just depend? I mean, it used to be worth more. I don't know if it's still worth more. In general, I think people trust the Pristine 10s to be a really tough 10. And I've graded with the CGC enough to know it's pretty hard to get those Pristine 10s. There you are. Team Rocket Wobbuffet, huh? That's cool. Okay. What is Slabaway and how does it work? Hello, Ethan. Slabaway is my special product that we offer. Basically, you are able to reserve a slab that you want to buy for 6 months. And then for 6 months, you get to pay it down. Extremely popular. I've sold probably like $1 million of slabs through Slabaway. It's very popular. It's especially useful for paying down a big, expensive slab. So a lot of people use it to keep the money off of their credit cards. They don't want money on their credit cards. They don't want to own, they don't want to owe money on their credit cards or have like some, official, like loan from PayPal or eBay or whatever the hell. They don't want those loans because it affects your credit score. If something goes wrong, you're stuck with all this money on your card. You have no emergency room anymore. So people love Slabaway. It's a low risk. It's a low-risk way to try and pay down a big, expensive card. And if something goes wrong, it just gets canceled. And some of the money gets paid back to you. Sometimes not all of it, but sometimes all of it. It depends on if the card went up or down in price when you cancel. So if the card goes down in price, that's your loss. You are. If it goes up in price, you don't want to cancel. All right, but on occasion they do. We are. Do we get any update on the December sub, or is it still in assembly? That one is taking a while now. So all of a sudden, they got us the October sub, and now we're waiting on the December sub still. All right, Dylan, you got 2 bags, bro. So you are interested in the $1,900 Rayquaza. That's what we're talking about. He says it's in the Discord slab photo, so I know where it's at then. It's going to be in that that huge slab box is so full of slabs. Where can we see all your slabs that we can do Slabaway with? That is a great question. We do have 2 channels in our Discord server. Our Discord servers are a great place to go shopping for TCC's personal slabs. Here we are. I got lots and lots. So they're in these 2. So here's the All Slabs channel in our Discord server. You can see just tons of picture. Every time we have a slab for sale, what we do is we take a picture of it, and then it comes off the table. So it's no longer on the table, but you can go back and shop for it anyways. So like this one's got a nice Primeape in it for $250, it looks. From Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or no, from Fire Red, Leaf Green. Now we have a second channel called the Pricey Slabs channel. Here it is, the Pricey Slabs channel. This channel will have more of the like high-end slabs you want for Slabaway. Yep. So there you have it. That one doesn't really belong. He's too cheap. So there you have it. Pricey Slabs channel and All Slabs channel. Check them both out because you might find something in either one of those channels. Now, he's asking about Rayquaza, but I can tell you right now that Rayquaza is buried as hell. He said $1,900 for it. Let me just look it up. Make sure it's not like significantly changed in price. And then if you want it, you can just go tell me to go get it. Delta. I know I shouldn't sell that card. But I'll tell you a secret, I'm not the biggest Rayquaza fan. So what we have is the spectacularly rare reverse hollow version of the card. And I can see there is one for sale for $3,000 now. So $1,900 is no longer the correct price. That's what happened. So now is $3,000. We would copy that price. Let me just see what else is going on with that card. All right, so it looks like the card did last sell at about $2,000 on March 14th. So it is a card rising in price. I don't have to go for 3,000. I would probably do 28, 2,800 if you're interested, okay? So the price on that one has changed over time, 2008. That's because as the month goes by, you know, more sales come in. Special card, you know, it's not a bad thing to buy a card that's going up in price. It hurts, but it, you know, 20 years from now, you won't feel so bad about it, I promise. Andy Dirksen, hey, mister, put me in for one Chilling Rain. Oh, yeah. Chilling Rain box break. What's better than that? No one can snipe you in a box break. No one can snipe you, meaning you get a fair shot at the chase card in the box. You know how sniping works? Somebody picks out the hot card and then leaves the rest of the pack for someone else. That doesn't happen here. This is just the whole box gets open at one go. Everyone's going to get a fair shot at a good card. So we like that. Box breaks are fun. We also have this battle box over here. This is a battle box. 12 spots going in. Only one person gets the whole box. $40. Sun and Moon base set. That is a Lily box, by the way. Lily is in that set. It's a great looking card. But besides that, it contains some other really good cards, including Umbreon and Espeon. I don't know why people don't know that about this. The Sun and Moon base set box. It's an Umbreon Espeon set with Lily in it. So, yeah, I don't know. I try to praise the good word of the box. One Star Wars Galaxy Chrome, Andy Dirksen. So we're not done. Let's get more of his order together. Haha. Let's see. Star Wars Galaxy Chrome. Here we are. Oh, yeah. And one Galaxy Sapphire. Where do I keep those? Oh, there it is. I see it. They're really far back there. How did the Roaring Skies box go last night? Any Mega Ray Rays? There was one Ray Ray, and it looked so damn good, dude. It looked insanely good. Here we are. Oops. All right. It looked so damn good. It was shocking how good it looked. One Galaxy Series 7. Ooh, that's really pricey. Here you are. Good. All three packs have Darth Maul on it. That's interesting. I never noticed that before. It wasn't until we lined them up that I noticed it. All right, Star Wars it is. Star Wars, such a great franchise, yet so destroyed because it's stuck with the Disney brand. They'll do the Star Wars what they did with Snow White. Well, that's what they've been doing. There it is. All right, Star Wars is all about the message now. No! Can we keep it sealed? What do you want to keep sealed? No, for the box break, you got... Oh, for the Sun and Moon box, you can keep it sealed. Just tell me that's what you want, okay? And be aware, it'll be a little pricier to ship it, too. I'll ask for $15 to ship it. Darth Maul is now Korean and woke. We are. Could you imagine that? Him talking through his mask. No. Here's... Oh, yeah. So this is real pricey. Anime Leia? Holy... She's looking angry. She's looking bratty. Okay, he's trying to force choke you. This guy. Kissing Luke's sister. Hey, bro. Luke with his red-headed girlfriend. He's like, you'll never be as good as Leia. Here's Darth Vader stabbing this guy in a really gruesome way. Wow, what a way to go. I gotta say, though, when you look at this, your pack did not have a major hit card in it. I'm sorry for that. They're all really nice, though. Yeah, you didn't have a specialty card in yours. All right. Weird. All right. Here's Star Wars Topps Galaxy. I really like this. This is the 2024 November set. See, this was released early in 2024. This was released later in 2024, and I like this set a lot. This one's really good. Surprised we don't sell a lot more of this. But look at that. So the whole card is holographic. Oh, mama. Oh, it's so good. Here we are. Whoa. That is an angry-looking Darth Maul. By the way, guys, I think today we might go live for 2 hours for the daytime stream. Extra long daytime stream. So settle in and send an order in. We want to open some stuff. By the way, smash that like button too. I think we were noticing as the likes went up, so did the views. So we're pretty sure that YouTube decides whether to ping based on the number of likes. We are. So if you want to have a bigger audience watching you opening stuff, you got to smash that like. It's a fun thing, I guess. We are. People sleep on those sets so much. All cool looking cards anyways. Nice art styles. Oh, yeah. And then here's the Topps Chrome Sapphire. Sapphire is supposed to be like a super premium set. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, we got... Like, look. I don't know. I kind of like these cards on the right a little better. So they got Anakin. Qui-Gon Jinn. These are cool because they're actual scenes for the movie. The Sith Apprentice defeated. Of course, they didn't know that at the time in the story. Quick Thinking Recovery. All right, very good. So those are your Sapphire cards. 2 is extra long. I can tell my wife that now. 2 inches is enough. Here we are. I'm a ride you wouldn't survive, baby. All right, Andy Dirksen. Boy, I had a headache and I took a painkiller, and I can still kind of feel that headache through the painkiller. Let's see. Gorgeous weather outside. Oh my God, it's so nice. I walked out to my boat dock and just stared at the water for a little while. It's like healing. New bag? I have lots of bags. Oh. He's got lots of bags. He's the guy with lots of bags, I guess. We are Andy. Hamsty. What's up, Hamsty? All right. So DM you on Discord is how to buy them, or just send money and you refund if somebody else already got it. Yeah, it's kind of first come, first serve, Mr. Trainer Rich. So if you want something, don't wait. Don't ask me about it. Just go buy it using PayPal, ZELLE, CASHAPP, crypto. I like ZELLE best, but you can use any of them. And when you purchase it, those softwares let you leave a note. Just tell me what you bought in the note. So just be like, I bought this. If someone else got it first, you get a card that looks like this. This is a store credit card. Didn't Yolan spend the rest of his credit? Yeah, he spent the rest of his credit, right? Oops, I need to throw that away. All right. I'm really bad with that. All right, so we got Jigglypuff. All right. Here's Rayquaza. Ooh, Rayquaza. Here's Machamp. Here's Politoed. And here's Sliveon. Ooh, Sliveon. Jacob Hayes is next. 5 of the Final Fantasy Legacy Collection. That's this new set. Super cool set. It's got multiple signatures in it. There it is. Ooh. Okay. Very nice. What do we got? It's Shinju, my favorite waifu. Wow, why are these always so sexy? Whatever that is right there. That's more girls should be taking advantage of how sexy that is. They have no idea how much influence they could have. Leonora. Greetings from Germany. Yeah, it's Germany. How's Germany doing? Here's Chaos. All right. Here's Norstalin. It's Norstalin. Ooh. And here's Ash. Oh. You got 2 full arts? No Siggies. Looking for those Siggies. All right, so that's Jacob Hayes with the JA I think you'd be over here. Very bad. The weather, politics, etc. I'm sorry. It'll get better, I promise. All right, the weather, huh? Ooh. Everything's better with Pokemon cards. Politics. We don't talk politics here. That's above my pay grade. Put this over here. Ooh. I love this card, the Fire Venus Fire Trap. I'm going to just keep buying those off the internet, those Mario cards. Like them. Here's a little Mew. Here's a little Reshiram. This card's not really for my audience, I guess. It's more like for eBay, but yeah, I like it a lot. So, now we have Mr. Steven paying down Dratini. President Trump just signed more orders, says Smoked Out Turtle. What do you do? I didn't hear about that. Steven. Aha, this goes down to 680. Thank you very much, Mr. Steven. Yugi Tao, Poke Shuffle, keep the hollow. I have a ton of Topps Nintendo cards. I want to get creative, and we would pull 10. Would you be interested? Would I be a buyer of your Topps Nintendo cards? No, the problem is I got plenty of them myself. So I could just go and open some of my own and then grade some of my own. So that's the problem. And basically your item's not rare enough to me because I already got a bunch of it. Here it is, Corvi Knight. That's cold Yugi Tao. Do your prices typically go less than eBay comps? So when it comes to the slab prices, what we tend to do is we go find the buy it now price and we mimic that buy it now price. We go with cheapest buy it now price. That's the typical price. And with the really, really high-end cards, the prices get trickier. I may include 5% tax on the card because normally these cards on the table, this is already a card that you pay no taxes on, but I pay taxes on it. So if we're matching the eBay buy it now price, it's not a bad deal for you when you buy it because you pay no taxes. Let me give you an example. $100 card on eBay might cost you $100. Yeah, $100 card on eBay might cost you $110 after taxes. But if you buy it here on the table for $100 and you don't pay any taxes, well then for you it's only $100. Now the difference is I still pay those taxes. I pay it on my side. But yeah, for the really high-end cards, we might not do that. We might actually calculate for taxes because the taxes on a really high-end card could be really high. It could be a lot of money. And then if you ever see a red label for the price tag, it means it's been priced over the buy it now price. Well, that's what the red label means. The green label, by the way, means it's been priced pretty clearly under the buy it now price. You don't see a lot of green labels up on the table. But sometimes you do, especially if we have like specials going on. So like here's an example of a red label. Shining Magikarp red label. So this is a little more expensive than a buy it now. And some people call it price to hold. You know, like if you're selling something on eBay, you could compete with the cheapest buy it now, or you can price it above the buy it now and just wait for it to go up in price. But, you know, some people will buy red label anyways just because it's convenient. It's there. You trust me. You want to support the channel, whatever it is. But for me, that's a card I'm not trying to sell. I'm trying to hold it. But I still make it available, but it's available with the red label. So that's how it goes. And, yeah, so that's how it goes. Like that. Exactly, like the Rayquaza VMAX. Yeah, he's called price to hold. He's not really supposed to sell, but he could sell if he sold at a high price. Now, the nice thing about the red label cards, there's an extra rule to them. As you know, we have Slabaway, which allows you to pay a slab down over 6 months. Anytime it's a red label, you by default get a full year. So red labels include a full year to pay it down. So there's that built-in added benefit of that. Just by default, you get the year. All right. Now we have Jesse Salinas. What's up, man? Ponyta, PSA 8 and 1 Poke Shuffle. You got it, Ponyta. Well, that's Dark Rapidash. We had a Ponyta up here. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Ponyta. So we had a new guy doing our shipping, Mr. Cameron. He's brand new. I just did training with him today, and I let him do some of the shipping on his own for 2 hours. So he got to do some shipping of his own, and we'll see how that turns out. Be sure to let me know it all went smoothly. 1 Poke Shuffle. I was looking over the quality of the shipments myself. I thought they looked all right. What's his favorite Pokemon? Oh, I didn't ask. That's a great question. Oh, Zorua, one cold. Welcome, Cameron. I don't know if he's here. I don't think he's in the stream. Let's see. What would it cost to ship to Germany? Oh, that's a great question, too. So, let's say all you wanted to do was ship 2 slabs. That would be $20 US to ship 2 slabs. But let's say you had like a slab and a bag of cards, maybe like this. Maybe you got like a bag of cards like this and you got 2 slabs. This would be about $40. Okay? And so there's rules for the international shipping. It goes like this. For international shipping, it's all about these weights. Now, we use ounces in the U.S. It's 4 ounce, 8 ounce. And the last one's what? I can't remember. It's like 16 ounce? No, I think it's higher than 16, isn't it? 32 ounces. Okay, so no, it's like this. It's 4, then 32 ounce, and then 320 ounce. There we go. And the prices are 20, 40, and then this is 80. There it is. So we have 3 ranges. Your cards will fall into one of these ranges. 4 ounces, 32 ounces, which is 2 pounds, and 320 ounces, which is 20 pounds, I believe. So those ranges are what you're going to fall into. And so let's say you got the average person international is going to pay this one right here, the $40 shipment. This one right here. That's your average person's going to pay $40 to ship international. If you have almost nothing, if you have a very, very, very light bag, it could be as cheap as 20. Okay, so that's what we do. And then just keep in mind, you might have declarations to pay as well, right? Because there's a tariff when we ship from America to Europe. They tariff our stuff. So that's the declarations tax. They might do a 20% tax or something like that. I think it's 20% for Germany. Right? So, oh, by the way, I got this cute little Torchic. I got to price up that Torchic, man. Is he going to be doing 1 or 2 days a week or more? Who? Oh, you're asking if Mr. Cameron's going to be doing more than 1 or 2 days a week of work. We do not know yet. He lost his vehicle. He got a car crash. And his vehicle got totaled, and he said it was the other driver's fault, but that the other driver's just claiming that it's not. So he's got to buy himself a new truck, and that's understandable out here. The roads are really kind of crazy out here, so you got to drive real careful. And right now he gets rides from a family member, and so I think he has a limited capacity to come out here like every day. I don't think he can do that. I really only need a person for about 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is perfect. But if he's real passionate about cards, he can get even more hours than that. You going to buy me a car? Am I going to buy you a car? I don't know. You want me to buy you a car? I'll get you a Hot Wheels. Okay, he got that Ponyta, right? Yes, he did. We got Daniel Corona, 5 of the Japanese, OP11, and shipping. So yeah, but the good news is a lot of the shipping did get done today. That's great news because it was getting old. I have a small bag that only has English Prismatic in it. Okay. You have a Gold Star Mudkip? Just curious. I do. PSA 10 Gold Star Mudkip. One of my better purchases, apparently. I also have a CGC 10 Gold Star Torchic that I'm willing to give up. Because I realized in the Rocket Returns collection, I don't care as much about the Torchic. He's the most expensive card in the collection. Yeah, I don't really love Torchics. That's also why I'm going to sell this one, too. I'm going to sell this Torchic, too. I'm not a hodler when it comes to Torchics. So I bought the Rocket Returns Torchic because I felt like I had to have it. And then I realized when I got it, I was like, I'd rather just have Dark Dragonites. But somebody out there loves Torchics, so I had to have that over here priced up. Let me get that Mudkip. Yeah, I don't know, dude. There's one on eBay for like $40,000. Should I open Unified? You should open it. Here we are. Open Chilling Reigns, guys. Chilling Reigns is $12 a pack. You are underestimating how nice that is. I guarantee it. You're underestimating it. Because one day it's going to be $30 a pack. And you'll be like, dang, I should have opened it when it was $12. $12. Chilling Reign is out of print. A lot of great pulls. Blaziken Altart. Moltres Altart. All right, Daniel Corona, let's go find that thin bag. Should I open Destined Rivals? I would be tempted to sell it on eBay, I guess, because I think it's so overpriced. I'd be tempted to sell it on eBay and just wait for it to go down in price. Every time they print it, those cards have less value, and they're going to print it a lot. Did you see the first Beckett Black Label Gold Star was a Mudkip? Wow, that's cool as hell, dude. Daniel Corona. Here it is. Thank you, Daniel. I thought Chilling Reign boxes were going for like 600. Are they? Quick, raise my price. All right, thank you, Daniel. He wants some shipping. So Daniel has just ordered some shipping. Let's take care of that. Today, guys, let's do a 2-hour stream for the daytime stream, extra long daytime stream, just to hang out and say hi and talk about anything you want and open anything you want as well. I'd like to experiment with longer daytime streams and shorter nighttime streams. No chilling pain today. Is your CGC card a test print? It is. Oh, yeah, my address changed. Oh, yeah, my address changed? Yeah, you better tell me that. We have another guy who's got a problem because his address changed. All right, we're going to hit delete. All right. Let's climb in here. Scooby-doo, Scooby-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, I got your new address. All right. All right. $1,000 Rockets Mewtwo EX incoming. Yeah, who knows? I'm over it, man. I'm not gonna go too deep on that set. I mean, look at me. Do you guys see me? Do you guys see me buying up prismatic slabs right now? You don't see that. Do you see me buying up, anything right now? You don't see any of that. I'm making careful steps in my collection and really paying close attention just to vintage cards. I think all this modern stuff is so overpriced. I think it's going to crash. How could it not crash when it's like triple over retail? How could the modern stuff not crash when it's this high? Here's Todd Peters' Prismatic Evolutions. You got it, man. All right, you're the first one to open a pack of this. So nobody's pulled the Crown Brion. If you can pull Crown Brion, you're going to get not just a pretty fun clip, you'll get a special role in our Discord server. I love that shiny. Nobody can do cards like Japanese cards. Oh, yeah. Very pretty. So somebody warned me not to throw these little boxes away, that they make good, like, shipping boxes. So Mike's side told me that. Does Prismatic have a Charizard? Prismatic? No. No, it does not. I'm surprised you don't know that. All right, you ready? Look at that. I opened the pack like normal. What do you got? All right. You got Cypher Maniacs Code Breaking. That is your card. Thank you, Mr. Todd. I don't know much about this set. Really? Prismatic's a big deal. It will crash, but it will only go back up again in time. It always does. Yeah, but it's going to crash if it's so expensive right now. Pokemon's so going to print more of this. I would warn you guys, especially when it comes to the Team Rocket set, don't kill yourself on Team Rocket. I would say don't bother. Be careful. I mean, already it was crazy with Prismatic. But this is a specialty set. It's a little bit different in my opinion. Specialty sets are difficult. They always have to print like all this stuff to go along with it. We are. All right, Todd Peters, new bag. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm skeptical. I'm real skeptical. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't think it's a good purchase. Here's Hoot Hoot. I know there's a lot of hype. But as for acquiring the cards, probably not the best time to be acquiring the cards. Here's Fampy. Here's Squall. The boys. The value of the cards cannot keep up with what it's going for right now. It can't maintain that price if Pokemon's just going to print baby print, which is what they're going to do. There's no way they don't print it like crazy. When the price is this high, they always print it like crazy. So here's the problem. You only make so much money in your lifetime, right? Like, you have a limited income. You want infinite things, but you have finite resources. Why pay triple price now when it's going to go back down to a normal price later? You just don't get to open as much. So take it easy on the Team Rocket set. Don't go crazy, guys. I'm warning you. No matter how aggressive your card opening addiction is, take it easy on that set. That's my warning. I'm not going to be opening any of it. I mean, how much Prismatic did I open other than like a box or two for that one video? Yep, take it easy. Take it easy. All right. I try to say this. There's a lot of other cool things in the hobby to go after. Andrew A. Or maybe just a totally different hobby. So we have Andrew A. Martin 2 Legacy Collection Packs. Yes, sir. All right. Honestly, great advice. People should listen. Yeah. Well, I saw the price of like those rocket boxes going up to like $600 on eBay, and I about spit my soda out because it's just such a ridiculous price. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. We've seen this level of greed before. We've seen it with like it's greed. The greed meter's at the top, guys. The greed meter's as high as it goes. That is the worst time to be buying any kind of cryptocurrency, any kind of stocks. Worst time to buy a house is just before the bubble pops. Worst time to buy Pokemon cards. Summertime's around the corner, and everyone's going to run out of money, and Pokemon's going to print the shit out of this. They're going to print so much of it, it's going to make your eyes water. And so now could be the very worst time to be buying any rocket cards. Now, that's different if you can get them retail. If you get them off of the Poke Center website, or you get them off the shelf at Walmart or whatever, great. I would not be going crazy on like eBay or any of those other things for this triple priced set. It just makes no sense. You're really just paying all the scalpers lots of good money, and then they're going to go and buy something like sneakers with that money. They're not even going to buy Pokemon. They're going to buy something like a nice car, or I don't know what they do with their money. I buy Pokemon cards with my money. You guys know that. But for the most part, I guess I buy property too. You can't just buy Pokemon cards because then your house burns down and you lose everything. But, you know, so you're just going to feed the trolls if you buy these cards at triple price and make it all worse. I think you just take a break. I think it's time for Pokemon to be given a chance to print, because they will print all of the scalpers out like rats. They'll go scattering like a sinking ship. My cards are going down and no one wants to buy them. So you'll have that happen. And the greed meter's got to be at the top right now. This is peak greed. But again, summertime's around the corner. There's going to be no more tax break checks, no more tax return checks. Everyone's already spent. They spent everything on Prismatic, and now Rocket Set. To me, it's looking like this. If I had to bet on a crash, the crash should come very soon. So I would bet on a crash coming very soon. And it's time for Pokemon to just kill all the secondhand market with reprints, which is a good thing in the long run. But they got to do it. That's if they do it, by the way. If they don't do it, or if demand is somehow that high, maybe they could not be able to print that much. But that's a silly notion. It's a silly notion, because printing cards is so easy. The cardboard costs nothing. So the printing cardboard is very cheap and very easy. So, of course, they can print out the wazoo. So they aren't printing 151s now. Well, that's the curious thing. They did print more 151. They printed the Blooming Waters. And so Pokemon's capable of printing as much as they want for as long as they want. They could just keep printing for as long as they want. They could do another round and another round and another round and another round. There's no way to stop them. They own it. They own it, and there's no rules. Yep, Pokemon owns it, and they can print as much as they want to make. As much as they want to make. As much as they want to profit. Haha. Now, what we saw in the Sword and Shield time period was Pokemon printing so much Sword and Shield that it eventually became cheap again. We are. All right. Good. So I'm just warning you guys. There you go. Why waste your money now on triple priced Rocket when they're just going to print the shit out of it later? You know? All right, here it is. Andrew A. Martin. PokeRev said, tag is the future. I wonder if he got paid to say that. Here it is. All right. Do you have any more Lord of the Rings slabs? Just the one. Just the one. Mr. finally turned against the scalpers. Oh, I'm not against the scalpers necessarily. I don't hate the scalpers. I think everyone participates. You know, like when you open Prismatic and you pull, I've said this before, let's say you hate scalpers as a collector, but then you pull the Umbreon and you say, oh, I'm going to sell it on eBay for $4,000. Oh, yeah? Why don't you price it more in alignment with what the MSRP would be for that card? Because you're kind of scalping too. That's why. You're kind of scalping too. So it's everybody. It's everyone who grades it and sells it on eBay later. Because they go, you know, I could really use a payment on my car. Here's Queen. Or whatever. So everyone kind of participates. Bahamut. Everyone who understands. Ooh, Kefka. That's nice. Nice. All right. And that Kefka looks cool, man. Brionac. This man's spitting. Mister gets his supply from Scalper. He needs them. Yeah, well, I get mine from the secondhand market. You're right. But I get my stuff from all over. So it's not scalpers specifically. You know, it might be a card shop, might be a supplier in Japan. Why does this look kind of dirty on that side? I'm not going to touch it. That's how the card came out. Oh, it's been sliced down here, too. You got a damaged card. That sucks. Oops. Oops. All right. I just buy my cards all over. So, you know, I might get it from a special relationship that I've developed over Instagram. That happens a lot. One of you guys could reach out and sell me product that you want to get rid of. That would be maybe more in alignment with scalping. But whatever the case is, eBay becomes the sort of like the decider on the secondhand market price. And so that's where all the business occurs. Andrew A. Martin. Cool, man. All right. By the way, we have a really cool Final Fantasy break. You got to consider taking a spot in here. Here it is. Cloud Opus 1. This is like the unlimited base set Charizard for Final Fantasy collectors. It's a very cool card. Same with this guy. This is also Opus 1. So this is Opus 1 Squall and Opus 1 Cloud. They didn't have full arts yet when this set released. This was how the cards originally came out. So there was no full arts yet. Andrew A. Martin with an A-N. All right. Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin liked Pokemons. Mr. Martin liked. Have you ever used TCG Player? I've used it before. I feel like sometimes certain cases are cheaper than eBay. TCG Player, eBay, you know, you can use these sites to kind of get an idea on what prices need to be negotiated. We are. All right. I get my best deals in Japan. In Japan, I have suppliers that I actually work with, and they get me special pricing. We are. It's harder with the English cards. Here's Magikarp. Here's Pidgeysmart. And the Sky. Have you ever used TCG Player? They should have had Marlene art bartending. Yeah, 7th Heaven style. Nice. 2 full arts and 5 packs. There must have been full arts in the previous box because you finished a box. Ooh. Lord of the Nazgul. That's so cool. So that's Lord of the Nazgul, Lord of the Rings, Magic the Gathering. What do you guys feel about Magic the Gathering lately? They've been doing a lot of crossover work. Does that make you want to grade some cards? Some Magic cards? Turn this down a little bit. So Lord of the Nazgul. Nazgul. And we'll say PSA 9, maybe? MTG. Let's go to MTG. MTG. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of different artworks. What's our number 142? Let's say 142. Oh. So there's actually one on the market for sale. And it's a TheCardconomist graded 9. And it's for $72. We're going to actually mimic that. So we'll do 72 as well. All right. The cards are going to, oops, the cards are going to start saying 425 now for April. Lord of the Nazgul. Cool stuff. Magic Pokemon set with Black Misty and Gay Ash. Yeah, they could do that. They seem to have done that with Magic Lord of the Rings a little bit. They made Aragorn a black guy, so they did a race swap. Even though J.R.R. Tolkien, you know, kind of describes the characters in his book, and he's pretty British. Joshua Whipple, 5 OP11, is very similar to what they've done with Snow White. I think society has really turned against that idea. They're like, just stop it. It's okay for the characters to be a European classic written by a European with European characters in it. Like, what's the problem? 1 EB2. It gets to be a bit patronizing, I think, even for people who are from different races going, you don't need to put our guy in there. Like, what? Why? Ooh, Prismatic. Is it 19? Yes, they do. How come they don't make Aladdin black? Yeah, so people are asking all kinds of questions exactly like that. Aladdin is black. When they make the Mulan movie, there's no Diddy party at the end with everyone wearing white with like this perfect multi-diverse cast. It's just Asian bitches, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. And so, you know, people are noticing. They're doing the noticing. The pattern noticing is occurring. 1 EB2. It's some kind of weird, weird thing going on. EB2. Where am I storing that? Why isn't Aladdin black? I demand black Aladdin. There we go. Final Fantasy 16 was criticized for not including diversity. Yeah. It's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing. Alrighty. Everyone's so sensitive to it, you know. All right. Snipping this. Very good. Very good. Why is there never a social campaign for Asian Indian representation in Western media? Interesting, right? Maybe. Here goes. So what do we got? Joshua Whipple. Yeah, there's a term for this. The term is cultural Marxism. The idea that, you know, maybe the strongholds of culture are being presented by one race, and in order to have equity, you have to sort of like race swap and stuff like that in order to... So like if the Europeans wrote a whole bunch of really popular fairy tales, well, you're going to have to give some of those fairy tales up and hand them off to other groups. Here it is. So that's kind of the idea. We are. Ooh. All right, Joshua Whipple. Mr. Josh. Ooh. Josh going deep, bro. Look how Dragon Age Veil Guard performed for having too much diversity. I think people they're sick of being pandered to. They want the story to be good. They don't need pandering. And they don't need the message. We've all heard the message. It's like if every story came out and said, women are really strong. Did you know that? Women are so strong. Strong women. The women are really strong, bro. Bro, she is a strong, independent woman. And every single story that came out was the same story. Strong women, by the way. By the way, you know about strong women, right? You're not a misogynist, are you? So people just get, it's like, we get it. We get it. They're so strong. They're strong, stronger than me. I'm just a tiny dick, small penis, soft wiener man, and women are very strong. We get it. It's in every movie. So it's not interesting. It's not exciting. It doesn't make you go, oh, I never thought of that before. That's a new idea. It's the same thing over and over and over and over again. I like slightly overweighted women. Andy Dirksen says, I'll slab away the Lord of the Rings Chrome PSA 10. That is such a good card. Here it is. Just the boys hanging out. Oh, yeah. Mount Doom. Beautiful, man. Cool. I miss Lucas Star Wars. Yeah, I miss Lucas Star Wars. Would it make me cry? We are. By the way, she don't need no man. And if you don't like that, it's because you're a racist. Duh. Wow. I guess I don't need to watch this movie. No, why wouldn't you watch it? Let's see. We're going to jump over here. And say April 25. Andy Dirksen. PSA 10. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, Hobbits, Hobbits. And it's 225, which means it's now 205. Thank you so much, Andy Dirksen. So this box is too full. It's got too many Slabaway slabs. You like this card right here? Look at this. Unified Minds Garchomp Giratina. By the way, if you guys ever have something you'd want to trade in for store credit, maybe you got a slab, maybe you got a booster box of cards or something, I'm always diggity down like a clown for trades. Packology is here. What's up, Packology? Yo, yo, yo. All right, let's take a moment and get some giveaway going. Where's my giveaway card? Here it is. Let's hit refresh over here. We are handing out a spot in that box giveaway. Let's see. Just type in TCC. Do you have any ice cubes? I currently do not, but in the future I might have some. I just put the Zardzilla in for Slabaway, says Marco. Okay, here's Pokemonty. Pokemonty. Good. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it a lot, guys. When we open cards, it's really fun when we have a nice group like you guys hanging around. And so we do these giveaways as a way to share some of the wealth, because there's some money made in these streams, obviously. And so I give some of that money back just to share the wealth, but also sort of like as a reward, because we appreciate you guys chilling around and contributing to the conversation, just hanging out, being friends. Is kind of like if this was a club, we'd have like a pizza party. Well, I can't really do a pizza party. We're all in different homes. So, but what I can do is I can do a giveaway. But, you know, pizza parties aren't free, so those cost money. All right. So now what we got? We got Mr. Arena, 3 Disney Cardos and a Korean 151. You got it. Korean 151 and 3 Cardos. Have you guys tried out these Cardos? These are really cool. Get this out of my way. Do I have to get more, or am I sold out? I think I'm out finally. So I have to go get more of the Cardos. I don't know where they're stored. Give me a moment. It's not right over here, is it? That'd be easy, wouldn't it be? I don't think it's here. Let me go out here. All right. Here we are. Mister, could I add the Garchomp to my Slabaway? They don't really relate to each other. We are. Sometimes people can slab away multi-cards that relate to each other. There's trading and selling with you, but not with other members of Discord, says JK Gaming. You can't come in here and advertise. So you can't do that. So you can't be in the live chat going, hey guys, I got this and that for sale. I got this and that for sale. So you can't be doing that, okay? Because then the whole Discord or the whole YouTube channel just turns into you know, whatever, you can turn it like a shop for yourself. 3 Disney Cardos. So we do that because we've tested all kinds of things in the past. We used to have a Discord server where you could sell your stuff, and that kind of turned out to be not so good. Here we are. All right. It actually wasn't very easy to sell anything from there anyways. All right. Very good. You get a lot of begging. It's pretty bad. You got people who do scams. And then when a scam happens, the person who got scammed comes to me and says, how are you going to fix it? It's your Discord. You get kids coming in pretending to be people with cards. And then the live chat, you know, the moment advertising is allowed in the live chat, I've watched it. It just turns into people advertising. So, yeah, it's kind of like Reddit too. Reddit doesn't allow those things. You know, Reddit says no, you can't do that. Because if Reddit allowed people to advertise, a whole bunch of people, maybe like me, would just come in and start posting their links and be like, hey, come over here, come buy my stuff. So, you know, it becomes sort of like somebody else's way to make profits and somebody else's, you know, megaphone. Hey, you're in Target, get out of Target, go to Walmart. Hey, you're in Walmart, get out of Walmart, go to Target. So to make things fair, we just don't allow it. Here we are. All right. Mr. Rena. That's been the best system so far. There's no fights. It's an easy expectation. It's an easy rule to follow. All right. But so the rule is no advertising. Here's this. Ha-ha. Winnie the Pooh. Very nice. Let's say, you know, like Tammy and Six want to sell a card between each other. I don't care if Tammy and Six want to sell a card between each other. That's fine. But what couldn't happen is maybe we couldn't have Six going through the Discord server and posting pictures, hey, go to my eBay account. So that wouldn't be allowed. Or let's say you got a guy who's not really a part of our group. He comes in and he's just sort of kind of farming through our group to see who's going to buy his stuff. But he doesn't really participate in the streams. He never bought anything from me before. He's not a real community member. He'd get kicked out too. He'd be like, you're just here selling stuff. You got to go, bro. So that's kind of how it goes. So it's kind of played by ear a little bit. But the thing we look for that's definitely not allowed is the advertising. Here it is. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, Mr. Rena. Mr. Rena. All right. Nice. Dry begging is the worst. I wish I had his art. Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of ways people actually advertise because they know that it's generally not accepted. So they find a lot of workarounds to do it. And then, you know, you catch them and you go, we know what's going on here. We know what you're doing. Let's see. Pokestan Marketplace. We used to have Pokestan Marketplace, but that didn't really work in the long run. You know, what happened was it kind of died. And so I just kind of stopped advertising it, and I didn't want to have to moderate it anymore, and so we just shut it down. But yeah, there used to be a place called Pokestan Marketplace. It was a whole separate server, and there was it linked, our server linked to the second server. So you knew about it if you just checked the channels in our main Discord. You would see a link to Pokestan. And that was a place you could go and buy and sell, but yeah, it wasn't really that good. Just eBay is better. If you got cards to sell, just go sell it on eBay. That's a great way to sell your cards. eBay's good. It is Dark Electrode. Nice. Ooh, Machoke. All right, let's get these two. I'm not a mister. Miss Rena. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Rena? We are? All right. Good. How much for the Mega Heracross? Oh, you saw the Mega Heracross. Yeah, let me go grab that. So unfortunately, that graded 9. I'm sorry, 8. That graded 8. How cool is that, guys? Comes out of Furious Fists, a card set that is unbelievably expensive, no doubt. Almost seems worth cracking and regrading, to tell you the truth. PSA's grading system is so severe right now. That got an 8. I think it could have gotten a 9. So I'm really wondering what to do with this next. You want to see me crack a card today? Ooh, yeah, PSA's got a nice encapsulation on their slabs. Really strong encapsulation. So this is the tool. This is the de-encapsulating tool. And it's got the power to break cards free of their plastic holder. Easier to do when you're not live. When you remove cards from their plastic, kids, always wear glasses, safety glasses, because the plastic can fly off and hit you in the eye, okay? Maybe I'll bring some safety glasses out with me to give you guys a good example of being safe. Oops. I don't agree with a lot of the grades in this submission. I think PSA's new pristine grade is ridiculous. And I'm probably just going to regrade this with another company. See what happens. If it gets a 9, it was probably worth the regrade because these mega cards are so rare and valuable now. All right, so let's give it a try. Let's see if we can just pull this out now. Okay. All right. Okay, look at that. Lovely. He got to be sent back out. Will the March slabs also be in the April slabs? Will the March slabs also be in the April slabs? I'm not sure what you're asking. Are you asking about the next submission? You are? Let's grab one of these. It's the 25th, so we are getting close to a new submission round. Okay. Send a couple of those cards out. So if he goes from an 8 to 9, that alone will be worth it. Because he's a more expensive card. Especially he's one of these old XY cards now. And I don't like PSA's grade scale right now. I think they've made it much harsher. Or maybe that day I got a very harsh grader. Who knows exactly how it's working. But they have lost me a lot of money as a result of that. Now, that's a nice 10. So this got through the severe grading. So this Machoke's a good 10. That's a high 10. A strong 10. I sat for 3 chilling pains. Nice, dude. Let me just get some prices on this. We do little breaks between the orders sometimes to get a little work done. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have new slabs up here on the table. We'd only rotate the ones that were already priced, you know. Oops, I typed it Macho. Let's get it to say Machoke. Here it is. Holy. We have the Japanese one. What's up with the price on this, man? All right. Whew. Looks like we're going to ask about 34 on this one. Nice. Dark Electrode. He would take trade-in, so I'm trying to get a sense of what it looks like, but I see your point. You know how Discord have all slabs March? Will that have April with new slabs? Yes, that'll come soon. That's the big rotation. So a rotation will occur, and the channel will be wiped clean, and then all the slabs will start rotating to the empty box on my left. I call it the big rotation. All right. This is a rocket card, if you guys like rocket cards. Now, wait a second. We got a 9 on ours. It won't be that expensive because it's a 9. He's still $30 as a 9. Probably because he's an uncommon and has dark in the name. All right. Cool. Let's see. Dylan Chan just made a big order. So we have an order from Lance Weiss, 1KU, Harry Potter. Oh, 2KU, SpongeBobadoo. SpongeBob. Where's my SpongeBobadoo? Here it is. 1. Ow. And a 2. All right, we saw a little SpongeBob today. That's cool, man. 1 KU Harry Potter. So I've kind of slowed down on the KU packs. I don't truly know how I feel about KU. It is legitimate stuff because you actually catch PSA grading it from time to time. But I don't really know how I feel about it. Here we are. One Disney Blau. Disney Blau. All right. Nice. Do you report that you cracked the slab? You know what's funny? We're going to report the drilled slabs, but the cracked slabs, I just don't bother. I just don't care. I actually don't report those. There we are. Ooh. I bet you a lot of people don't report those. All right. Harry Potter. You're a wizard, Harry. Dobby's in the house, elf. Here's, Draco Malfoy. Boy, this actor turned out so ugly as he got older. Kind of reminds me of the guy who played, was it Joffrey? I think it was King Joffrey in Game of Thrones. That guy he just looks so goofy as an adult, man. He got a really specific look. Patrick Starr. All right. Child actors who grow up to not be looking like movie stars. Hermione did okay, huh? Yeah. Who else did all right? All right. We've got Patrick Bubble. Here's Bubble. Oh, very nice. Okay, here we are. Placing this over here. And, Winnie the Pooh. Very nice, Winnie the Pooh. All right, Winnie the Pooh's your stamped card out of the Disney Blau. That's for Lance Weiss. Thank you, Lance. Harry Potter. Yeah. Harry Potter. That was a long time ago, man. That movie's old. Where is SpongeBob on the menu? That would be the extended menu. Be sure you learn about the extended menu, everybody. To find it, it's in the description near the top. It's called the extended menu because you can't fit everything on one menu. So if you're missing out on the extended menu, you're missing out on tons of product we got for sale. All right, we got Mr. Omar, 1 Prismatic. You got it. 1 Prismatic. Can't wait for the new HBO show. That show might have trouble too. They made Snape a black guy and people are like, I don't like it. He's the professor of the dark arts. But yeah, and that is going to be so weird, right? I don't know how that's going to work because Harry Potter, he was so skeptical about Snape all the time. He's like, I think Snape stole the Sorcerer's Stone. Like, how's that going to look now if Snape's like a black guy and Harry Potter's a white guy? They were like, I don't know, something about him just makes me feel uneasy. Like, how's that going to go? I don't know. I don't know. You know, they should have picked, because I was just watching the British Baking Show with Karis. They should have picked Noel from the British Baking Show. Look it up. Look it up. The guy from the British Baking Show. He was also the vampire in the IT Crowd. Did you watch that? It's a funny comedy. The IT Crowd. He plays the vampire in that show. And he would have been an amazing pick. I don't know why they didn't ask him. They should have tapped him on the shoulder. But yeah, Harry Potter's going to be like, something about Snape just doesn't feel right. I think he stole a stone. It's like, all right, Harry. Did you need a new bag? Oh, you even said you need a new bag. I didn't read the instructions. I'm so dumb. Here's an Oscar Gigi Flores. That's an expired bag. All right, grabbing this. They should have picked Adam Driver. There's a lot of people saying they want Adam Driver. I don't see it. I don't think Adam Driver would have made a great looking Snape. Snape, you know, I feel like Snape almost does have to look kind of like a vampire. This Omar Faba. Okay, 3.25. Harry's dad bullying Snape and Snape bullying. Yeah, exactly. That wouldn't look right either. teacher of the dark arts. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But it's, you know, I think it's very, very similar to what you saw happening with the Snow White and the 7 CGI dwarves. I saw a dwarf making an angry video about the fact that, you know, dwarves didn't get to be in that movie. And he made a really great point. He said the CGI dwarves didn't even make it onto the poster, the theatrical poster, because they're so ashamed of them. Javier, 5 Pokey Shuffles. Here it is. Lily would have loved a black Snape. 1, 2, 3. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Harry Potter's dad is just all insecure. Hey, stay away from her. Is this guy bothering you? She's not interested in you. Here's SV17, Inkay. All right, Inkay it is. Not with my daughter. She's got like a racist dad. All right, let's see. Oh, that's a nice card. Worth exactly $25. Well, there you have it, Inkay. Javier Arroyo. The ever-popular Pokey Shuffles. All right. Is this a real show you're talking about? Please be real. Yes, they're making an HBO Harry Potter series, and they have race-swapped Snape. He's no longer a, you know, creepy Victorian era looking vampire looking bad guy. Now he's going to be a black guy, and you know, it just doesn't seem like it's going to be a good casting. It feels like the casting's going to feel odd, like it significantly changes a main character. It's like if Harry was black, it would make more sense. If Harry was black and Snape was black, that makes more sense. But if Harry's a white dude and Snape's a black dude, it's kind of odd. You know, it's like they have this weird beef with each other. Let's see. Harry's like, Snape tried to kill Dumbledore. It's like, why would you say that, Harry? You don't trust him? Samantha Rodriguez. Machoke slab is sold. Here it is, Samantha. Soon as it hit the table. All right. They should have just made a new story. That would have worked. That would have worked great, actually. That's what everyone says. Dylan Chan, 2 boxes of Sneaky Bunko. Hell yeah, dude. People say that all the time. Nobody listens. Put this over here. Ooh, that slab box is full as hell, dude. We got a lot of slabs, that means. Here we are. Oh. All right. So let's see what we get out of these Sneaker Bunkos. Sneaker Bunkos is sexy as ever, but the sexiest cards are actually located as box toppers. So you have to get lucky and get the right box topper. I don't know why they're redoing the original story, not making a new storyline. It has legitimately been a really long time since Harry Potter came out. It's been like 20 years. So they could redo Harry Potter if they wanted to. 20 years is a long-ass time, you know? But they got to do a good job. Just like they needed to do a good job with Snow White. I don't have any faith in Hollywood. I don't have any faith at all. All right. I had a huge burrito before going to bed and regret it. Ew, that's gross, man. Here we are. What should I eat for lunch today, Mr. A. Perez? I'm thinking about getting some KFC. We don't have KFC. I'll just watch it for the modern effects. The Key and Peele skit of the Ghetto Wizarding School. There's a lot of stuff like that on TikTok, too. Small creators make content like that. Yo! Here you go, Mr. Dylan. Picking up a nice little ciggy. All right, lots of signatures in these cases. It's not just 1 or 2 signatures. I think it's like 5 or some crazy number, it feels like. But we're also looking for the AGR? The AGR signatures, which we have not pulled yet. Here we are. Here's a full art. They still haven't officially cast him. He was nearing the deal, but anything could happen. Dude, they gotta pick that Noel guy from British Baking Show. That guy would fit so well as Snape. He just has to look. Wait, let me look it up for you guys. If you're saying they haven't actually cast the other guy, let me look it up. Noel, British baking. All right, so check this guy out. Let me see if I can find him in a black shirt, too. That would make it easier. So this guy right here. This guy is Snape. Look at that facial features. He's got like this weirdly sharp nose. Actually, this picture almost doesn't show it. He's got like that weird extra British look to him. There we are. Like this. You kind of see it there. Dude, that guy could play Snape in a heartbeat. He looks exactly like you would think Snape looks like. They won't consider him, I bet. Yes. Dude, that guy would make a great Snape. I don't know why he's not being considered. All right, anyways. Let's see. We're going Dylan Chan. That dude looks like Lord Farquaad. I think it's fair to say that Rachel Zegler, with her weird haircut in Snow White, actually looked like Lord Farquaad, especially when she does that thing with her jaw where she pulls her jaw forward. It just looks crazy. Keep him indoors. Oh, Governor, I'm the real Snape. He looks way too weird to play anyone. We are. All right. He's got that extra Britishy, like, sharp nose. Oh. He's got the black hair. We are. All right. Here's this. He's got the pale skin. All right. Here's... I think he'd be an amazing choice. Here's a hollow. I think he'd be better than Adam Driver. I think Adam Driver doesn't make me think Snape. All right. Does he have the London look? Chop check. Needs to get that orange makeup on. Actually, Donald Trump kind of has the London look. Somebody pointed that out in a comment section one time. I was like, oh my God. I finally understand Donald Trump's makeup choice. Only been 15 years since the last Harry Potter movie. That's a long time, 15 years. You know, that's like your kid's born and now they're 15 years old. That's a new generation. Here goes box number 2, Dylan Chan. Thanks for supporting the stream, Dylan, with these big orders. Appreciate it, man. If you guys want to open some cards and keep us busy, you know, when you open cards, it's not just about whether you pull a big hit. It's about the entertainment aspect of it. We get entertained, you get entertained. But yeah, if you pull some special big snipe too, that's really cool. Oh, look at this. Adam Driver would be better. I don't know. As Snape? Adam Driver just doesn't strike me as Snape. He wouldn't be the worst choice. He doesn't strike me as Snape. Love the sneaker and the channel. Sneaky Bunko. All right. We're blasting through this sneaker Bunko. It must be a good price because we are selling it so fast. All right. Snipping this. All right. Snipping this. All right. Good. What do you guys think I need to add to the channel next? Driver looks similar to Alan Rickman. An Asian woman should play Snape. Adam could probably deliver more serious tones than Noel Fielding, but otherwise both talented and good for the... Yeah, maybe. Well, we've never seen Noel Fielding try to actually act. You know, he was in a comedy, and then he basically plays another comedy role for the British Baking Show. So we don't know his actual acting range and what he's capable of, but I feel like he actually looks more like Snape. I think he's got a distinctive vampire look that works exactly well for this particular role. You are? All right. Here's this. He got that sneaky snake look. He really does. He's got it. And I think that looks are very important. You know, content, it's a visual medium. Content, videos, movies, TV shows, it's all visual. You got to have a look that matches what you're doing. We are? Ooh. Oh. Snape was never black in the books. Yeah, I think most of us realize that. Pretty sure they describe him with pale skin even, right? Hey, mister, how much for shipping a case of sneaker through ZELLE? You want a case of Sneaker Bunko shipped through ZELLE. We might be able to work something like that out. We are. Let's see. Oops. Here's a hollow. I would have to look at some prices. Are you wanting to do that soon? Like, are you going to place an order today if I quote you a price? Or are you wanting to do that, you know, maybe like a month from now or something? Here we are. Because I don't want to quote a price unless you're making a placement on it. Here's a hollow. Sour milk skin. Yes. Aged like fine milk. Very nice. Dylan Chan. Chris Rock should play him. Harry Potter and Who Gonna Snitch? All right, what are you saying? All right, Dylan Chan. All right. Chris Rock. April 25th. So that's a little while from now. Let's talk about a price on that in the future, okay? Let's talk about a price on that in a little while. There you go. All right. Terry Crews. I think Terry Crews as Rapunzel makes a lot of sense. If Disney could just get us Terry Crews as Rapunzel, he would make the next best princess. Be amazing. Here's an order from Grady Williams. 3, Chilling Rain. Aw, yeah. Chilling Rain is going to be a fast-moving box break, so please jump in. It's going to move fast because, you know, at $12 a pack, it's cheaper than some Scarlet Violet product. So this is an easy price. It's going to be fun when it gets opened. All right, there it is. 1, 2, and 3. The first 5 spots are sold. And we could do a real expensive box after this one. But this one, we're going to take a little break from the expensive $48 boxes and go with the nice, cheaper one. Chilling Rain box break. Why should you be in a box break? 1, because it's very fun to open it all at once. And 2, because no one can snipe you when it gets opened all at once. Meaning if this was just an open box of Chilling Rain and you start opening 5, 6, 7, 8 packs and no hit comes out, all the vultures swoop at that point. They say, oh, the box is hot now. I'm going to buy it out now. So there's no sniping in a box break. Everyone just gets what they get. Great way to open cards. People actually really like box breaks for that reason. Lance says, my phone accidentally hit a 2 instead of a 1 on SpongeBob, but I owe you this. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm rich. Here's Chenseg Vong's. He wants a box of Sneaker Bunko. You got it, Mr. Chenseg Vong. Here it is. Let's remake the movie Friday with Seth Rogen and Jim Carrey. Here we are. Terry Crews as Hermione. Hubba, hubba. You sell bags of loose cards? No. I sell booster packs. All right, what we got here? Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, the sexiest cards are actually box toppers. All right, so you got a good one. I think this box topper, graded 10, will pay for your whole box. So there you go. That's some wild stuff, man. That is a Gooner game, Gooner card. I don't think that's a game. I think that's just an anime. Has Mr. Even seen Friday? Friday is when Lindsay Lohan and that other lady swap bodies or something like that, right? I have watched like a clip or 2 of it, not the whole movie, because my wife played it one time on the television, but I wasn't paying attention. Here we are. You sell bulk boxes. Yeah, we got bulk boxes if you want a bulk box. That card is not safe for work, isn't it? That card's, it's not nude. It just kind of sexy. It's kind of lewd, but it's not, she's not nude. That's Freaky Friday, not Friday. No, it's with Chris Rock and Ice Cube. Okay, I've never seen it then. You got me. Here we are. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of movies, to tell you the truth, but yeah, I've never heard of it. Ooh, that's Freaky Friday. That's Freaky Friday. Here's a hollow. And, whoa, pink-haired girl. Okay, here we are. Pink-haired girls. Remember when there was no such thing as an e-girl? And then TikTok came out years ago? And yeah, like Belle Delphine going hyper-viral on TikTok. Remember all that? I don't know what Belle Delphine's net worth today is. Belle Delphine, e-girl turned adult content maker on OnlyFans. Now she has like 1 million times more dollars than you. How about that? How about that? That changes society, you know. That fundamentally changes society because it tells you who has power and who doesn't, who has influence and who doesn't. When you have $10 million, $20 million sitting in the bank, You have the power to influence politics and to build stuff and get into industry. So the influence is in the hands of the e-girls. The e-girls have influence that they did not have in the past, and now they do. All right, what do we got? Here we are. Okay. Here's a hollow. Yeah, but can he handle the whole trilogy? She got banned off of a lot of platforms. Here we are. And, all right, there it is. Mr. Chenzeg Vong. Does she need a home wrath? I got room for her. 2024, she has a net worth of $10 million. Oh, my God, dude. 10 million. She's one of the beautiful people, literally. But I mean, also in the social hierarchy sense, she gets to have money and affluence for showing off her private parts. Pretty interesting job. I don't know if I could handle that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I could if I was a hot girl. Whoa. It's a pretty big choice you make because everyone's seen your booty hole at that point. Mr. Chenzeg Vong. Let's see. Haha, here you are. Delphina, the queen. Evening, do you currently have any Zard slabs? Do I have any Charizard slabs? I have the Charizilla, I think. I think also the Pokemon Go Charizard. Mister, would you marry Belle Delphine? Would I marry her like marriage? No, I don't think I could. She's married to her audience. I'd just be the side chick. I'd just be the side chick. Here we are. I think it's hard for someone like her to probably marry anyone in a serious way. Maybe there's a man out there who would marry her and be like her one true love. Here's Graveler. She's married to the audience, though. Here's Miss Magus. Here's a Vlupix. Here's Pergan. And here, Flagrion. They aren't respected and no one takes them seriously. The e-girls, well, they don't have to be respected. They can take their money and do stuff like hire protesters or influence campaigns and stuff like that. Ah, my legs. All right. Well, we are an hour and 52 minutes in. Let's give away some more spots. Does anyone else want to place an order before we wrap up? Because we are going to go for 2 hours and then we're wrapping up. The daytime stream, busy from beginning to end. That's a pretty important thing. Shows you that the daytime stream has some pull, man. People like to be here and they like to open cards during it. All right, we've got Exile. Number 6. Me, free ones. Brandon. Thank you, Brandon. Matthew Bowman. Matthew gets in a lot of these, I feel. Rigo Rockstar. Ooh, my foot's cramping up. All right, Rigo Rockstar. Rick James. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, okay? So that you know when I'm going live, because YouTube will actually tell you, if you're subscribed, it'll actually tell you when we're going live. We like to go live pretty erratically. We go once in the daytime, and then once really late at night. We tap into a real late night audience, 12 a.m. in California, that kind of late. So, you know, that'd be like 3 a.m. in New York, so pretty late. There is 10 of these. All right. I like the daytime streams. I actually do. I like the daytime streams. The sun is up. Karis is at work, especially if I start it early enough. I never make it to the end. Always the wrong. Mel trying to win a giveaway. Mel Gibson? Matthew Pullman. Okay. Mel Chang. Paul. Let's see. I think we're out of orders. I'm going to price up another card or two, maybe. What do we got here? Ooh. So there's a nice Ursa ring somewhere. Did that Ursa ring already sell? And here's Copycat. Look at that Teddy Ursa, man. That is a cute little card. All right. So that got an 8. That's sad. 38 likes, sad, says Andy Man. In the future, we might make it so that the giveaway spots aren't handed out without meeting certain without meeting certain like requirements. Because I have a suspicion that the likes are actually tied to the viewers, meaning that if your likes go up, your viewers go up. So maybe like YouTube decides to ping people and tell you that you're live if you have enough likes. That's my suspicion, but I'm not sure about that. Here's Teddy Ursa. I can't believe I had a headache right now. Okay. Well, I don't know what to price this guy is. You have seen the light. I'm pretty sure the same thing, mister. I'm pretty sure the same thing. All right. Copycat. I got no clue. Oh, I know I graded this. Look, there's a little rocket character here. That's cute as hell, isn't it? A little rocket character there. But it got an 8. $16. Can't ask for anything for that. It needs to grade like 10. Look at this. We got a MetaZoo 10. That's Kickstarter Bigfoot. It says K there. It's Kickstarter. That's pretty interesting. So PSA 10, Kickstarter, Bigfoot. And it's a reverse hollow, huh? I don't see one for sale. He seems pretty expensive. Weird. What's up, Mr. Sin? Pop 32. That's pretty rare. Well, I see some of the regular hollows going for like 500. I don't know what to ask on this guy. Did Pricey Celebi get slabbed away? I don't believe it did. I believe it's still available. Shining Celebi. That's a big card. All right, let's see. Here's a little order came through. Ivan, oops. I think Ivan's taking the copycat card. Copycat. Yep, you got it. All right. Okay. Now, going back over here. So you're saying King Gary Pokemon didn't try and scam us for a check. What did King Gary do? I didn't mention him. Are you talking to someone other than me? All right, so here's what I got. So the Kickstarter MetaZoo guy is $500 for the regular hollow. Regular hollow, first edition, $500. Now when I go to sold, on March 23rd, looks like the regular hollow sold for $400. Okay, so now we've got a base price for the regular hollow, but this is the reverse hollow, which I don't think goes for as much. I know what to do. Let's look up the reverse hollow of like, let's look up PSA 10, Kickstarter, Kickstarter, Mothman. So we're going to look up Mothman, right? And we want the cheapest one, obviously. And I bet you it's a reverse hollow. Here it is. So the reverse hollow, $1,000. And then the regular hollow, $2,500. It does look like the regular... Is that proper? Yeah, that's proper. Okay, that's the Kickstarter. So it does look like the reverse hollow sells for less than the regular hollow. So, I guess I will ask for half of 400, which will be 200. So this is reverse hollow Bigfoot, and we're doing half of the price of the last sold regular hollow. This is the reverse hollow. I hope that price sounds fair to you guys. I think it makes sense to me. The population on this was super low, right? King Gary Pokemon. Metapoo's going to the moon. Metapoo's not dead. It was purchased by a company and they're still running it. So MetaZoo's still going. Pop 32. And we'll see what happens with MetaZoo. I don't know. But it's very funny. And we opened up some MetaZoo as a result of the announcement that they were still running it. Okay. Good. I think we're done. I think we are done for the daytime stream. That is 2 hours daytime stream. Yes, we just hit the 2 hour mark. I had a lot of fun, guys. Lots and lots of orders. Appreciate all the support. We're going to be back on tonight for another stream. I hope you guys are there. And oh, wait. Let's hand out this as well. So let's see. It's 1 out of 10, right? So we will have more giveaway tonight. Here it is. Landing on 2, which is CP. CP. Here it is. So he is on the official list now. And it is already halfway done. It's pretty fast moving, actually, if you think about it. All right, cool. See you all later. See you tonight for the nighttime stream.